5 feet apart. Are you in?
Does it live in a jungle?
No. Oh.
Is it really fast?
No.
Does it live on the Great Plains of Africa?
No. Hey.
What is going on? Hold on, guys.
Daddy, be careful on the road. Jerry?
Get back in your car right now! Remain with your feet!
Are you okay?
We're getting out of here.
Sorry, man.
Yo, chill, man. What is that?
Is this scene worldwide? Is anyone doing better than we are? We don't know.
I'm scared.
How do we know they're coming?
They're coming.
I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Will Newman.
6 feet apart at all times. You both know the rules.
The average person touches their face 3 to 5 times every waking minute. In between, we're touching doorknobs, water fountains, and each other.
Matt. No, go up to your room, honey.
So we have a virus with no treatment protocol and no vaccine at this time.
You had a seizure this morning, Beth.
Does she have a history of seizures
No.
and allergies?
As of last night, there were 32 cases.
Unfortunately.
Let me guess. You're the kind of guy that ignores the rules because it makes you feel in control. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
You think that's cute?
Do you think it's cute?
Day one, there were 2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're headed.
They're calling out the National Guard. They're moving the president underground. People will panic.
Get away!
It will tip over.
The truth is being kept from the world.
Cook your samples, destroy everything. Hello. I need you to get me the names of everyone who serviced this room. It's an emergency.
God didn't do this. We did.
1347, the Black Death raged across Europe, killing an estimated 35 million people. In 1918, the Spanish flu led to the deadliest epidemic in history. In 2008, prepare for the most devastating plague of all.
A wide outbreak of avian flu has been confirmed.
Demonstrating flu-like symptoms.
The city has been quarantined. The death toll is rising at an alarming rate.
The rules are simple. Number 1, avoid populated areas at all costs.
Where are you taking us?
I'm taking us to safety.
It's an old motel. Place has been abandoned for years.
Number 2, if you come into contact with other people,
We ran out of gas.
assume they have it.
She's got it.
Stay where you are.
Number 3,
The bird flu virus can survive on surfaces up to 24 hours.
never touch anything that's not disinfected.
Do not get too close to her.
It's gonna be fine. Breathe slow. Okay. You're gonna be okay.
What happened?
Nothing.
And the last rule. The sick are already dead. They can't be saved.
What are you doing to these kids?
Oh my God. You break the rules. You die. You follow them.
Get up.
You live. Maybe.
I'm not infected! I'm not infected! Please!
Nothing happened the way it was supposed to happen. 6 billion people on Earth when the infection hit. I'm a survivor living in New York City. I will be at the South Street Seaport every day at midday when the sun is highest in the sky.
집을 떠나고 있습니다.
시민들의 불안 심리를 잠재우기는 쉽지 않아 보입니다.
모든 병원에서 유사환자가 접수됐답니다.
홍반발질 특징입니다. 사망한 주병의 증상과 완전히 일치합니다.
사망자 수는 기하급수적으로 늘어날 것으로 예상됩니다.
당장 폐쇄해야 합니다.
Launch Operation Clean City now.
And will be segregated at the camp.
감염자들이잖아. 다 쏴죽일게.
To be honest with you, I've never experienced anything like this before. I just wanted to get your take on a bizarre case I saw today.
What's the matter?
I can't see. Somehow that patient infected me.
That's impossible. Nobody goes blind like that.
Morning, Minister. Some strange calls this morning.
I need security at 18. Ready?
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with us.
May I have those files, please?
My fellow citizens, like so many of you, I have gone blind.
We're in a state of crisis.
They're gonna be here any minute.
The decision to quarantine all those infected was not taken without careful consideration.
Step down, ma'am. You're not blind. This vehicle is for the infected.
No, you'll have to take me.
Fine, have it your way.
They don't even have time to give the disease a name.
There's over 100 reported cases in England, France, Italy, Spain.
Smell. All gone. That's the disease. And then the loss of another sense.
You're just like all the others. I think it's okay to panic now.
People with cystic fibrosis aren't supposed to get within 6 feet because we could end up catching each other's bacteria.
Nothing's gonna save our lives, Stella. We're breathing borrowed air.
No, I refuse to believe that.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a dream.
That's right, Dolores. You're in a dream. Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality?
Welcome to Westworld. No orientation. No guidebook. All our hosts are here for you.
Now, I know that some of us have doubts about what we're about to do. We'd be less than human if we didn't. But the fate of the nation, perhaps the world, is in our hands. We cannot, we dare not refuse this burden. I'm confident that each of you will do his duty. God forgive us.
Your town is being quarantined.
We got 19 dead. You got 100 more infected. It's spreading like a brush fire.
What are you talking about?
What you are hearing is an actual radio broadcast. It is the only recording of the event.
Roadblocks preventing people from leaving and entering the area.
Everybody is under quarantine.
Planet Earth, home to over 6 billion people. Today, our very existence is threatened by epidemics, climate change, and dwindling resources. But those are the least of our problems. to Zombieland.
God, you're beautiful. Brave. Wish I could touch you.
Stay away.
6 feet at all times. I got it.
Catch this infection and you can kiss new lungs goodbye.
We're not normal kids. We don't get to take chances like this.
Although no one official is prepared to comment, religious groups are calling it Judgment Day.
It is vital that you stay in your homes. Avoid all physical contact with the assailants.
So, what's the plan? Bash him in the head, that seems to work out. Why have we got to go Lizzie? Because I love her. All right, gay. Do something! Right there. Hold it there. I'm coming!
Here they come! I'm gonna get you all.
I got people saying
Don't talk to anyone. Don't touch anyone. Stay away from other people.
Get back in your car! We're not sick!
It's figuring us out faster than we're figuring it out.
We still do not have an official version of these events, and it's very difficult at this moment to get a fix on what has happened.
Oh God! These people are trying to eat their way inside.
They cut into our signal.
Ken?
And their eyes. He's looking at me.
For your safety, please avoid contact with family members and refrain from the following. All terms of endearment. For greater safety, do not translate this message. Not translate. Just listen to me.
Bill Gates, what's your favorite animal?
Dog.
What's your favorite food?
Hamburger.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Nothing.
What is your worst fear?
Fortunately, there's very few things, and most of them are very low probability. Some big volcanic explosion, gigantic earthquake, asteroid. Well, at least in the nuclear case, you've got to say we take it quite seriously. We budget a lot of money, have a lot of people who think about nuclear deterrence, and I'm very glad that work's being done, and I rate the chance of a nuclear war in my lifetime as being fairly low. I rate the chance of a widespread epidemic far worse than Ebola in my lifetime is well over 50%. If we look at the impact of a huge epidemic, like a flu epidemic, would be phenomenal because all the supply chains would break down. Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. We're not ready for the next epidemic. The impact of a huge epidemic, like a flu epidemic, would be phenomenal because all the supply chains would break down, there'd be a lot of panic, many of our systems would be overloaded, and so we all hope that doesn't come along. But being ready for epidemics of different sizes, there's a lot more we should do. The resources to go engage in the affected countries, the allocation decisions. As we've seen various flu scares come along, we haven't had a super good response. Using the flu vaccine doesn't really work that well in the equatorial regions because you don't get this lead time like we do in the northern hemisphere. But a universal flu vaccine, I think, would be brilliant because it would reduce pandemic risk. I also think the human health benefit would be larger, particularly in developing countries, than we'd expect.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree, unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
A 100 years ago, a deadly influenza virus infected hundreds of millions of people.
Somewhere in the order of 50 to 100 million deaths.
When we talk about another flu pandemic happening, it's not a matter of if, but when.
A new strain of bird flu.
This is definitely one of the most lethal influenza viruses that we have seen so far.
It just takes one person to start an outbreak.
It will leave its mark. The result would be hundreds of millions of people that would likely die. That's why I do what I do.
We're making a vaccine that could treat all future versions of flu.
This vaccine could eradicate influenza as we know it.
We are in charge of our children, not the government.
The problem's so widespread, the World Health Organization is calling the refusal to vaccinate one of the biggest threats of 2019.
A healthy child has the ability to build up immunity naturally.
I know that what I do is important to my patients, but what am I doing to myself and my family?
Within 1 month, the virus can spread throughout the country. A month after that, widespread throughout the world.
The next pandemic is going to start. We just don't know where or how, but we know it will.
That poses an existential threat to us as a species.
I built, well, baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade away. See your halo. See your halo. You see your halo. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. You're the only one that I want. Think I'm addicted to your light. I swore I'd never fall again, but this don't even feel like falling. Gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. A journey is a gift. The ancestors never left you.
That is an African way. You can't wear a crown with your head down.
Nothing is complete on its own.
You are the king.